sentimental sap, that's all. What's the use of trying not to fall? I have no will. You made your kill 'cause you took advantage of me. I'm just like an apple on the bough, and you're gonna shake me down somehow. So what's the use? You cook my goose 'cause you took advantage of me. I'm so hot and bothered that I don't know my elbow from my ear. I suffer something awful each time you go, and much worse when you're near. Here I am with all my bridges burned, just a babe in arms where you're concerned. So lock the door and call me yours, 'cause you took it.
Hello there, welcome to Alberto's MeTV Cuccina. Today we have a very exciting program, a great show. But in the meantime, let me tell you about the temperature in the Great Pacific Grove. We are about 75 to 74 degrees. Aren't you jealous of Fresno, Modesto, Madera? Wouldn't you come over to Alberto's MeTV Cuccina Pacific Grove and enjoy a great meal? How about that? Instead of being all hot and, come over to Alberto's MeTV Cuccina and located in 1219 Pacific Grove. You will have clams, you have mussels, you have anything you like at not very expensive too, and a great selection of wines. My waiter, Crystal, will be able to tell you and advise you about one of the best wines there is. If you want a Tignanello, if you want a Barolo, you want a Brunello, ask for her advice, and she will tell you what's best for your veal, what's best for your marinara sauce, and sausages, and chicken piccata, and chicken marsala. She will give you the best advice for you today. Remember that. And I want to say a special hello to my very good friend from Grove Nutrition in Pacific Grove, Juanita Coleman. She's a wonderful person, and we wish her the very best for her business. So remember, support your own business in the city of Pacific Grove. Don't travel. Why? Why should you travel when you have the very best in this area? You have oceans, you have hotels at a very good price. Why go to another place? Why spend gas? Come to Alberto's, and you will find a better way to eat, and more friendly people, and good ambiance. So please call area code 831-373-3993, and you will enjoy a great meal. Today, let me introduce you to a wonderful guest. It's not the first time or second time, but it's very interesting to have people like that perhaps they're going to tell you what's happening out there, what's going to happen to you, what's going to be all your dreams that you have. These ladies will be able to tell you what's actually going on in that incredible in here. And your subconscious is going to tell you what's going on. What do you dream of? And all of those things is what's coming up. And also he's going to introduce us to a wonderful book, which is right here, The Rock People of Sedona. So remember, she's going to tell us all about this book and all of the things and all of the great experiences that she had on her very wonderful career as a psychic reader. And also tarot cards. So we're going to start to introduce you to a wonderful friend of mine, hopefully, my dear friend, Rosemary.
Well, thank
Sanders.
you. Thank you.
My audience will be able to applaud, but we told them to be silent. So let's go and let's start talking to Rosemary and to tell us what's happening now. What do you feel like nowadays that the world is kind of iffy?
It's
what do you
all
feel like?
Over the place. Well, energetically, we had a big eclipse. Actually, we have a big eclipse today, a lunar eclipse, and we also have a moon in Scorpio. Now, Scorpio is the sign of the scorpion, and a scorpion has a stinger, and it
little
can.
Tail.
Yes, the little tail comes out and kind of stings you when you're not expecting it.
Yes.
So there's a lot of things in the world that are going to be unexpected challenges. Whenever you have a Scorpio moon, it shows something is going on behind the scenes. So for the world outlook, there's always going to be things that are coming up to keep us in fear. So you have to take opposite measures for that. That would be meditation, go have your massages, hang with your family, and have, make your life a bit of joy every single
More
day.
comfortable.
More
Spoil yourself.
Absolutely.
Like yourself.
That's
There's
a
a
good
lot
one.
of people that don't like themselves. And that's what happens. Life turns bad. They show that on their face. They show the outside that they're unhappy. Why should they be? Quite the contrary. You should smile a little bit more, and smile all the time, and feel happy. In that body of yours, you would react to the same thing.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't know if I'm not, but
No,
I mean,
you're right
I
on
feel
point.
good. The fact that, whatever it is, you have to confront what is going on up there. If you delay that, you procrastinate. What's going to happen? It grows more. But that's how I feel. If I don't confront that immediately, and stop that.
Yeah,
And-
just cut it off, turn off the television, go outside and hug a tree, or go, walk on the beach. Anything like that that connects you back to nature is the most important thing that you can do to take that stress level off. And we get into that mind chatter of negativity. It's always,
Turn it off.
Yeah. Just, think of the things that are wonderful in your life, appreciate the things and the people in your life, and turn to that, because that is really the groundwork for you being happy, and to realize that life is really a fabulous adventure. It really is. Speaking of adventures, I had an opportunity to go to Sedona 5 times with my group class, and this is the book that came out of it. Now, The Rock People of Sedona is a book that was channeled by a rock essence. We would call it an essence or a being, which came to me during some of the classes and was actually connected to many of the earth changes, very high energy as far as communicating with animals, spirits, Indians, specific groups of people that had actually walked the land in Sedona. And Sedona is a marvelous place. It's filled with adventures. It's filled with all kinds of neat happenings. And when you go there, there's a vortex. We call it vortex energy, where it actually buffers you from everything else that's happening in the planet. You feel very isolated when you're in Sedona. It's a very strange feeling. You're driving in and you see nothing but flat as you're coming like from Phoenix. And then all of a sudden, when you there's like one road that you take into Sedona. And as you go down, you see all the mountains, you see all the Bell Rock, all of these features, and the red rocks just give you the chills. It just, it's some place that is absolutely magical. So when you get a chance to travel, and there is a place actually in Carmel Valley that we call the Pinnacles of Carmel Valley that has the same type of energy that Sedona does. And there's also a place down on the beach, Ribera Road Beach is very, very highly vortexed energy. And vortex just means a swirl of energy or a pattern of energy that holds miraculous visions, openings, healings, clearings, and all of those type of things. When I talk about channeling is the ability to reach out to another dimension, to bring in, I want to say, thought formations or essences that have knowledge that we don't tap into every day. And well, unless you're a psychic or you're a channeler, you probably kind of go along your day not thinking about these things. But once you get into it, it becomes just fascinating. And there are so many people that have passed on. In this book, I talk about Anwar Sadat, Elvis Presley, John Travolta. John Travolta is still here, but there's energy here that we can go to a higher level of processing in our mind and get information from the earth, from trees, from rocks, from nature. So I hope you get a chance to pick up my book. It's at Amazon.com. And I would just also love to give you a reading about Sedona, or if you're thinking about going to Sedona, just give me a call at 831-869-9345, and I'll just give you some information and places to go.
So remember that phone. Would you like to repeat that phone again?
Sure, it's 831-869-9345.
it's wonderful to have this kind of information because it's good for you. It's good for your deep, deep feelings of it, what you feel like it. And you will be happier to know that you actually have the time to actually relax your mind and be able to control that what do you call that, concentrate more in life, I would say. That
Yeah.
you feel
You
that
need your intuition more.
more intuition.
Yeah.
That,
And guidance.
and they let it guide you. And, and at night, you just feel that you're comfortable and go to sleep with nice, very peacefully and,
Yeah. Well, one of the most treacherous things out there right now is people are not getting enough sleep, and it causes tons of anxiety. No one ever sleeps for 8 hours anymore. I think, I'm hearing more about people sleeping from 4 to 6 hours, and even 6 hours, you're still not getting enough time to let your body repair, your mind to calm down. I do believe in astral traveling too, so when you're sleeping, there's a lot of opportunities to go out of your body, go to different countries, visit other people, and go to different worlds if you choose. That's all possible when you get a good night's sleep and you allow yourself to do some of
I
these
spoil
things.
myself because I think I charge my battery when I go to sleep. I sleep constantly. I take a nap, and I feel great.
Oh, naps
I
are
swim,
really great.
I swim in the morning. I come here to work. As you know, I'm a professional chef. And I come in and prep my food. Then I go and take a nap. I take a swim, take a steam room. And I feel wonderful and then ready to go. And ready to battle that whatever is out there with no fear. So remember that. Have no fear. What for? Huh? Face it. We're here to be victors. Don't let those people defeat you. Why? Because you look better than they are? No.
No,
Am I correct?
you're absolutely correct. And
So forget
know-
about those people that, well, she's only that. She's a servant. Yeah, but I'm a cook. I love to do that. I love to police you. I love to give you the very best of what I have inside of me. So that's what I love to cook just for you, especially for you. So remember that. If you always want to come have a great meal and enjoy your food, come to me. And what are the best advices here? Thank you, Rosemary. You have a phone number again.
831-869-9345.
There you go. So we'll be right back in a few minutes to talk more and more about more psychic deals. How do you like that? And more about what about your what are your favorite artists, like Sinatra? Sinatra was your favorite. Elvis Presley. Which one was that?
Well, I do love Frank. I can't deny
Sinatra.
it.
It always seems that old Frankie is one of the most favorite guys that ever existed. Although he never thought that he was that way. But I mean, Sinatra was the man of the hour in those days. He used to call him the Pope. So remember, I think Sinatra was one of the best, and I do I miss him a lot. And the guys used to do so much. And we're going to talk a little bit more and more about all those old memories right after this message. Thank you. Take it away.
Introducing a breakthrough in time management technology. A whole new day of the week. It's called Someday. Ingenious. Perhaps someday you are going to go skydiving. Enter a hot dog eating contest. Maybe ride a mechanical bull. Now it's on the calendar. You may want to retire someday. Ready for that? You'll really want this. A My Social Security account at socialsecurity.gov. You can estimate your future benefits, plan for your retirement, and how to save for it. If you already receive benefits, you can manage them online. Millions of people already have a My Social Security account. In fact, someone opens one about every 6 seconds. Get yours today, because someday is here at socialsecurity.gov.
Would you like to help bring comfort to a child in crisis, a terminally ill patient, or one of the forgotten elderly? Teddy Bears with Heart, a local nonprofit, has received so many bear requests for the holiday season that once again our cupboards are bare of bears. Small bears are needed for fire engines and police cars. Mid-sized bears are used in casas, and Salinas and Santa Cruz County Children's Courts. And new bears, acceptable for all ages, are needed for hospitals. You can help by donating a teddy bear at one of our drop-off locations throughout Santa Cruz and Monterey counties. Please visit our webpage at tbwh.org for specific places.
Hello there, welcome back to Alberto's La Bella Cuccina. We are talking to a wonderful psychic reader and reader of the soul, of the mind, and all of those beautiful things. And I want to ask Rosemarie, let me ask you a question. When you were born with this kind of gift, does anybody can have a gift that you have this connection, they have these feelings about something, that's going to, perhaps you can see, you can read, you can touch, that energy that other people have. Mm-hmm. Tell me about that, and I want these people to feel that not everybody has that kind of talent. And very soon we're going to have my next guest is another person that is going to tell you that incredible energy that comes through her, so he can tell you a little bit more about that, what people actually touch her and tells her and guides her and gives her all of those great energy feelings about it. But in the meantime, we go with Rosemarie, and she's going to tell us a bit more about this incredible life. Remember that Halloween is coming in, so remember that you got to have those incredible feelings, that incredible energy, so you can feel good about not only because it's Halloween, but about those people that are still with us. And don't you ever forget that, because they're here, they're listening to you, and they're happy to hear this. Okay? So tell us all about that.
Well, my mother was very psychic, and I do come from a psychic family, but I do believe that everybody has a fair amount of intuition. You're naturally born with this intuition. And what I do is, as I teach classes how to develop that, it's like playing the piano. The more you practice, the more you do it, the better you get at it. So I've had like 35 years of practice, but, and I do have a natural talent and ability. And I find that, I really shouldn't be doing anything else in this lifetime, but doing what I'm doing now. So
because it makes you feel happy.
Absolutely.
It makes you also happy that the fact that you're actually helping other people.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Uh-huh. Yeah. When I get a lot of people come to me when they're down, when things are not going right in their life, but I also have a lot of people that just check in to see how they're doing, what direction they should go, what decisions they should make. And my accuracy runs pretty good. It's about 95. Any psychic that tells you that they're 100% accurate, you need to run. Go out the door and don't come back.
Oh. Did you breathe like a horse? Yeah. Number 6, coming outside on the outside.
Well,
moving in. No?
Gambling is not such a great thing, and I do play the lotto, and I am expecting to win. But, it seems like for psychics, for some reason, they do better at predicting for other people those type of things rather than for themselves. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe there's some kind of cosmic catch or something. But I do help people with their lottery numbers, bingo numbers, also horse, races, things like that. And I do a lot of business consulting as well, stocks and that sort of thing. Businesses regarding people who should work together, people you should stay away from. So, you can apply it to just about anything in your life.
So everything works like that.
Everything comes together. The other thing is you have to be patient. Timing is very difficult to tell in the psychic world because actually time is relevant, and we as human beings put the number on time, as Einstein would tell you. So, that's a little iffy. And then there's an aspect of free will. I can give you a lot of information. If you choose not to use it and go in another direction, then that's your choice. So a lot of times the free will kicks in, especially in romantic relationships with people. They get really attached to someone, and then all of a sudden the other person maybe doesn't want to play along, and they exercise their free will, and pretty soon they're out the door. So again, there's a lot of different varieties of intuition and psychic fields that you can go into, and There are a lot of techniques too. There's clairvoyance, which is the ability to see the future, clairaudience, which is the ability to hear voices and you get hearing directions. There's clairsentience, which is you just kind of sense things are going to happen. Then there's people that actually read auras, see auras. I mean, the amount of tools that are in the psychic world or the psychic realm are just unbelievable. And they're all fascinating. They're all fascinating. Once you get started in it, it's very difficult to put down.
Right.
Because the phenomena is just really, it's just kind of so exciting. You can't help yourself.
That's great. That's great. So it's good to be. How did you start clairvoyant? What do they hear voices and all that? That's a unique talent to be able to.
I'm lucky. I have pretty much all the senses, and I also can douse, and I do a lot of things because I think I'm a well-rounded psychic, and I can do tarot, I do numerology, and I do other things that just kinesiology is another thing that I can do, which is the touching of objects. That's how I kind of first started out with Kenny Kingston. You remember Kenny Kingston down in LA?
Correct,
He
yeah.
used to have a show on, and he used to be on one of KTLA and giving weekly predictions. And I worked for him as he recognized me as a psychic as I was going to one of his events. And so the first event that I attended as a psychic and working was with a group of people split in 2 rows, and they would raise their hand and they would hold up an object like a ring or a watch or a piece of jewelry. And I would go through, and Spirit tells you which person to pick, and then you pick the person, you hold that object, and you can actually feel all the things about them. It's like reading someone's file, actually. It just comes in pictures and you get words, and it's a fascinating tool to use.
Around it blindfolded when
You can do it blindfolded, absolutely. And as long as a person holds an object, like even while we're sitting here, if we leave and go away, our energy and a good psychic like Tina coming up could sit in these seats and she could read
getting more
both
exciting
of us.
by the minute.
Yeah, she could read for both of us because our energy would still be here. So you retain a fair amount of energy for about 20 minutes, just your person, your whole, I want to say essence and aura. Now, if you were to do an object, let's say like a ring, someone had a ring on, you can actually read years and years. You can sometimes go back to the ring maker. If it's a handmade ring, you start reading for someone and they say, well, that doesn't sound too much like me. And then you ask them if it's handmade and they say, oh, yes, by, Uncle Geppetto or whatever. And you can actually read if the person has put a lot of energy into this ring, making it, their energy is stored in the ring. And a person that is wearing the ring, if they wear it for 20 minutes, you can read pretty much all about them, just like having a psychic sit-down reading.
That's marvelous to hear all of these things. And we're going to hear a lot more. My second guest is going to tell you, he's going to open new adventures, new wonderful things about all the psychic world, all the other world that is, you and I, sometimes, a lot of people are skeptical about it. But why not? Why not? Why not believe in all of the things, feelings, and all the things, energies?
Oh, it's just so exciting. You
It's
just
exciting to
can't
do
help
that.
it. It's
So
fabulous.
remember, why do you do worse things in life, like other things that I don't tell. But you make mistakes too. So why not doing that? It's not gonna. It's just gonna. You're gonna learn more, because to my experience, every day of my life that I wake up, I learn more.
Mm-hmm.
And I ask whoever's up there, thank you, because I'm awake again, and it's wonderful to feel that way, and it's wonderful to achieve and to have that. Go up to that mountain and stay up there.
Absolutely.
Because I don't want to fall back again, because you know what? I pick myself up again and start all over again, because that's the new thing. Start over again. Don't worry about it,
Every day is a brand new day. And
Every
you were
day is a new
talking
one.
about Halloween. And Halloween's representation is to honor the souls,
Exactly.
to honor the ancestors. So I know, commercially we've blown it way out of proportion, and we're celebrating ghouls and monsters and everything. But it's really about honoring the ancestors and the people that have passed.
Yes. And that's not new. That means it's been happening for centuries.
Centuries.
That people honor
centuries.
their dead. I mean, the Romans used to bring gold into their old, places that used to have it, graves, and they used to bring gold. And Rome and the Appian Way, you go down into these places and they have gold, and they would bring food and wine. The catacombs.
Yeah, the catacombs
in Rome, and they have little altars, and they're big altars, and they're more and more. But they would bring beautiful wines, and they would leave them there for the spirit to come in and get drunky with the wine and food, But they would take the gold first, and drink the wine. So that's one of the things.
Well,
but again,
there's a lot of bones. There's a lot of body bones, skeletons in the
catacombs. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's a great place to visit. The catacombs, and as I said, all kinds of experiences like that. They're not just happened yesterday. It happened years ago, centuries ago, that people used to actually respect all those people that they passed away, but they actually thought that they were still there. That's why they brought him wine, and they brought him food, bread, and all of that, so they could not be lonely. And the catacombs was a feeling like they were all together into that catacombs, and there were miles and miles of bones, and the feeling there is not that kind of feeling that you feel
it's not
like
scary.
You're going to be scared. Actually, not. You just feel wonderful, and to visit all those little people that they're resting in there, and they, I felt great. A lot of people do. No, don't be afraid. I mean, that's what happens.
Yeah, and
it's going to happen anyway.
The souls. It used to be Old Saints or Old Souls Day is what it
exactly
really means.
And it's a lot of people think that, but no. And now that they do, a commercial deal about the Day of the Dead. So now have this, have that, have the bread of the dead, and other. So that's commercial now, and it shouldn't be that way. It should be more respect to the people that are up there. They're with us in here. We can't touch them, but they're there. Am I correct?
Right.
Sometimes they touch me, and
he gets touched all the time. It's so fun.
I do. Basically when I'm taking my nap every day, I should be here at 4:30, and it's 4:20. Though. Ooh, time? Is it time? Get out. But they do. They touch me on my leg or my arm. Ooh, it's 4:30. I gotta go to work. Even when I'm not working, and I'm resting, and they say, but you're not working today. Oh, so I can go back to sleep. So we're going to talk a lot more about it. But my second guest is on the way. It's on the way, on the set right now, ready to go, full of energy and great enthusiasm to give you a great reading and a great things to tell you. And we'll be right back right after this message. Don't touch the dial, okay? Thank you.
Seaside Auto Center in Seaside. Only in Seaside will you find Acura, Audi, BMW, Cadillac, Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Fiat, Ford, GMC, Honda, Infiniti, Jaguar, Jeep, Land Rover, Lexus, Lincoln, Nissan, Porsche, Ram, Scion, Subaru, Toyota, and Volvo. More models to choose from and better deals at Seaside Auto Center. Easy to find off Highway 1 in Seaside. Seaside Auto Center. Online at seasideautodealers.com.
These are the facts about MeTV. Fact number 1, MeTV has great memorable programs. Fact number 2, MeTV has a large viewing audience. Fact number 3, MeTV is a great place to advertise by the spot, by the program, by the day, by the week, or by the month. To start getting the word out about your business to thousands of potential customers throughout Monterey, Salinas, and Santa Cruz areas, call Jim Vossen at 831-236-5994. That's 236-5994. Do you like to win stuff? Would you like to be a winner? Join the MeTV Club today. It's very easy to do. Just call Jim Vossen at 831-236-5994 or send him an email to jim@montereytelevision.com. To learn more, go to www.metvclub.com. That's www.metvclub.com.
Hello there, welcome back to Alberto's La Bella Cucina. Today we have an incredible show. We have my second guest. But remember that this show is brought to you by Alberto's Restaurante. Wherever you have a great feeling to eat, to have great food, to have great wines, and to enjoy a great meal. Well, of course. And then, after that, my waiter Christian will give you a great basil cello on the house. And remember, there is another deal in the air. And if you mention this program, remember, if you mention this program, Alberto will be able to buy you a glass of wine for your dinner. So remember, you'll have a glass of wine coming to you when you remember Alberto's La Bella Cucina. And remember that when you want to eat better, you want to treat yourself well and your belly, Alberto's. So remember that, okay? So now let me introduce you to my guests. Tina, it's a great pleasure to see you. And of course, you are very busy schedule for us to give us that pleasure to see you here and to give you some time so you can tell us and let us learn from all of your beautiful things that you're going to tell us and all your big experience. And also, I want to know, were you born with this kind of these feelings and this kind of talent that you have of feeling and touching and doing other things in a wonderful way?
I was, and I don't call it psychic myself. I prefer to think of myself as a messenger that the spirit moves through.
An angel messenger.
And as I was watching,
you watched the angels.
Here a little earlier before I came on, I feel that the spirit comes through, especially since I did not eat this morning. So when that happens, the spirit actually comes through a lot clearer, because when we've eaten, we are full. But when we're empty, the spirit can come through and talk with us. So that's one reason for fasting. But we're here in a restaurant, and as with a fantastic chef who cooks up love. And I want to honor you and thank you, because when I come into your restaurant, I feel like I'm loved, I'm accepted here, I'm family, and you're giving me the medicine of food, the medicine of life.
That's a good metaphor. You need a medicine of food.
I really mean that.
Thank you.
And as I was watching, also what came through from, I connect with a council called the Archangel Michael, Council of Archangel Michael. And as everybody knows, that's a warrior council, but they are warriors of peace, of creating peace and harmony. And that's really what we need today. And one of the primary ways to do that is through food. It's been done since the beginning of time. It's to bring the family together, isn't it? The first thing that a baby does when it arrives here is what? Suckle and receive the nutrients of this life here. Milk, actual milk. And so when you serve, when you're working with, because you're working with live elements, the meat, which, we honor and say thank you for giving us your spirit. And then we have the vegetables and the milk and all of that comes, and you take that, you're like the intercessor, and you thank the creations that have donated themselves, and you infuse it with your love, and then you serve it out, and people feel better, people feel closer. They cannot be warring with each other when they're eating together. So what your service is, especially during these times, what would happen if we just take somebody off the street and break bread with them and start eating with them? You can't be fighting with them. And now they become part of your circle. And that's really what we need right now. You were asking Rosemary about the predictions and so on. Our present dictates our future. How we live this present moment is how we dictate our future, create our future. So we should best focus on what we're going to eat today and how, if it's healthy and supportive to our system. As a parent, you want to create the food that supports your child in coming up as a healthy, whole human being. And then you want to sit with each other and really listen to each other. Really listen. Instead of, you and I are of an age where we remember the TV dinner, right?
Well,
where you focus just on the TV.
We were about 30, 32.
Yeah, well, that was back when I was 2. I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe you too. Yes.
30, 40, yeah.
So, and so now you're focused on a box that has nothing. What does it have? If anyone wants to practice their intuitive rather than on the machine that's rigged, because it's just a machine, although you can infuse a machine with energy as well, play poker with each other. Now you can practice your intuitive skills along with your luck. And you bond with your friends over nice poker snacks. And, right?
Well, one thing I don't believe, is there a thing about luck? There's no luck. I think you make that yourself. You know, if you are successful, it's because you want to be successful. Am I correct? I mean, not because sometimes it happens, but I mean, when you play the lotto, it's 1 in a billion that you're gonna hit the lotto. So good luck to you if you want to do that. Sometimes, and again, some people call it luck. Luck is something that I think I make my own luck. You know, I make my own things because I work for it. I want to be able to see people, my customers. How you feeling? You're looking great. Look at you. You're losing a lot of weight. Oh, thank you. And they love that. They like that kind of attention. They like that kind of I will say that, you know, that you feel good to see them again. You know, that's how I feel. You know, people. You know, not many people get that. You know, hey, you're looking great. You know, and some people they're so grumpy they don't even say hello. Hi, how are you? Okay, same to you. But again, that happens, you know. And people, especially when they grow older, you know, I happen to have a place where I call it my club, and there's a bunch of old guys in there. Like, hey, how you doing? Okay, you're feeling good then, you know. So many people don't take life that way.
They don't connect.
There's no connection at all. So sometimes I just keep my hello to myself. But again, you know, it's good to be feeling good and to be energetic and to be good in control with all those beautiful people out there that they someday they will come out and support you. But I'm the one that I like to support first. What do you think?
You do. And you
like
do.
to give, yeah.
And that's the law of reciprocity, which most people don't understand anymore. We're in the law of hoarding. You know, the golden rule as it's practiced by most people is do unto others as they've done unto you. And I think we're supposed to do it a little more with because you, as you spoke of a while ago, as giving. And what does the food do? It gives to you. What does the air do? It gives to you. That's life, is giving, is in the process of sharing.
Give.
And we need to share back.
Share
That's how
more.
you practice conservancy in terms of our forests and the like.
I'm certain that the real thing to do is to give and not to expect anything from anything, because I feel better when I give, because someday some people will say hello to me and that's my thank you. That's my thing, you know?
Yes.
And the fact that I have worked for so many people there, incredible people there, and the fact that they're satisfied, the fact they're happy, that makes me happy. The fact that they never send a dish back to me in my lifetime makes me happy. You know, many a times some of my waiters say, you know, I never seen any of your place go back. Maybe perhaps one time that it was cold, but not many times. I never seen anybody sending my plate back and say, I don't like that. Never. And, you know, I think it's because of the same thing. Because they come here, they come to see me, they come to see my waiters, and they feel comfortable. What do you think?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, tell us a lot more about actually what you feel at your best of advising and, you know, what's going on now. No,
I think it's really time for people. I mean, the Day of the Dead it's respect for your ancestors. When you're eating your food, you're remembering the history that you come from. you eat the food of a particular country you're in, you're eating that history. We are blood and water, and we come from the natural elements, and then we're imbued with spirit that comes through us. So it's about making that connection. There's many cultures that feed the ancestors as part of their religious ceremony, their spiritual practice. And why would you do that? Is because you know that connection is even though we can't see it, is actually happening, existing. And that way we can be guided and live in a harmonious way. And you help do that. Thank you.
I hope so. Because harmonious way is hard nowadays to feel that way in a general way.
True.
Many people, like you say, if they have too much, they don't want to share. They don't even want to share. Forget the money. They don't want to share the job. They don't want to. They don't want to give you a better living. They don't want to do that. In country, they don't want you to do that much. But they want to be more on top of you than anything else. And this is what happens in life nowadays. I feel that men are not helping each other that much, and they're not generating more respect to women, because women are not respect in a certain way, because I'm here because of a woman, and they actually don't have that respect. I believe that a woman should be a president of the United States, a president of Cuba, a president of Earth. Why? Because they should be. They should just the world to be the same thing, and not because she's a woman,
I hope women are more intelligent than that.
I would say so. I think women are more stronger than men, because I would not be able to have a child. Would you think so? You think I would have a child? Oh my God, no. So what happens? Women are brave. They're more courageous, and then they have a baby. My God, mommy. No. Women are tremendous. They're the best. They're beautiful, and they're great companions. So what else do you want? Have 5 or 6 of them, and you even be better. So remember, women are the best. And if they become presidents, is there something? Wouldn't that be great? Because women are not afraid to say no. If they say, no, I don't want you to do that, no. And then little happy men, okay, mama, I will not do it. But if you want to know a little bit more about this, don't touch the dial and come back, okay? Thank you so much. We'll be right back.
Come here a minute and I'll show you something.
Are you ready for this? MGM's #1 digital movie network.
You could call it that.
And Tribune Broadcasting.
Check this out.
Have teamed up to make this TV the destination for movies.
It's our new house.
Oh my God.
This is a real big deal.
I agree with you.
With MGM's library, one of the deepest and freshest in Hollywood.
There's a fine line between stupid and clever.
With over 4,000 titles, this TV is a powerhouse movie channel.
Oh, look at that.
The best just got better. So step up to this. Because this is the place to be.
Exactly.
This TV.
This TV is available over the air on channel 27.2. Visit kymbtv.com for a list of all our stations.
You're watching memorable entertainment television. MeTV Monterey.
Hello there. Welcome back to Alberto's La Bella Cuccina. We're having an exciting time today, and with 2 exciting guests that I have today. They're opening my eyes, they're opening my soul, my spirit, so we can go into tremendous discussions about energies and feelings and emotions and appetites and desires, because this lady is giving me all that energy so I can transfer that, a big transfusion to you people, so you learn that we are about to learn a little more about that. To tell us more about all of those things that you know, that you've been born to, that talent.
Well,
So here we are.
Thank you. And you were discussing the catacombs.
Thank you for
And
joining
each person has a different response. And you were asking about myself as a child. I went to the catacombs at a very young age. I could not stay in there because all I could hear was screaming.
Because they were.
I could hear the dead screaming, and so I had to leave because it was too painful. I could feel the spirits there. Now, obviously, that was back a long time ago, and there's been a lot of prayers made there, and to put the spirits, to release them and put them at rest, at peace. And so I've learned over the years, because I used to be able to see people and know if they were going to pass, or I could see them and see if they were going to be ill, and that kind of thing, if there was a car accident or something that was going to happen. And as a young person, that really, really frightened me, because I felt responsible. Because I had the knowledge, I felt I was responsible. And what I've learned through the years of this, and the support of spiritual mentors and medicine people, is that what you can do is pray for the best for all people concerned. Because there is a destiny path, and we don't have the right to interfere with that. So sometimes there's information that comes through from my guides, and I don't have permission to speak it. But I can talk to them in a prayerful way, because we're not going to be in this life forever. So it's about how you live this life, and hopefully we eat really well while we're living this life. That's wonderful. So that's
how you feel.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, that's right. A lot of people, others, don't believe in that. They're very skeptical. But again, if you have and follow those feelings and those appetites, desires that you have, you'll be able to control all that, chatting that you have in your mind. And you say, why can't you stop that? Mm-hmm. Stop it and then do what you want to do, because he's not telling you what to do. Mm-hmm. You're the one who's going to say, well, I don't like what you're telling me. Or I don't want to eat that. Mm-hmm. I don't want to go there. Mm-hmm. So remember that the best treat is to have peace of mind, to relax,
yes,
exercise,
yes,
and like you said, to concentrate and try to relax at least 5 minutes a day or 10 minutes a day?
All day. But most of us can't do that. But sure, we should be resting. Not lazy, resting ourselves. No fear. Another way of saying that is no fear.
What about when you're working? Is that relaxing too? Because
it should be. Yes.
So you should be
because you're in the groove with
relax, and then relaxed mood.
Yes. Yeah.
And then continue to do that and continue feeling relaxed. Perhaps your body gets used to that kind of mode, and then the feeling of pressure that is in life is gone. And many people, they go the other way around. They abuse themselves. They do things that they don't follow their script, and they go the wrong way rather than going the right way to go. Is to, like I said, or like you mentioned, is to take care of yourself, take care of other people too, other people's feelings, and enjoy life. And also, if you have a problem, we all have problems, to solve it right away. Don't let it grow.
Right.
That's my feeling. I mean, I don't let the problem grow, unless you're losing your hair, you can't stop that. So, what are you going to do?
Doesn't garlic help with that?
No, don't use garlic. Don't use garlic. Garlic is very good for you. Listen, you can't control that. You're going to lose your hair. Look at me, yeah? But I don't mind. I don't mind. So remember that. It's always good to think good of yourself. Like yourself. I like myself once in a while. Why not? I'm the only one who tells me that. So why shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Well, there's other people, that they enjoy perhaps your face, or perhaps the way you are.
Yes.
And, and they love you.
Yeah.
Because
Have
you
fun.
tell them,
Have fun.
And they love my first guest,
Yes.
Rosemary, that she tells you what the way it is.
Yes.
So remember that.
Yes.
Remember that. Control yourself. Be yourself. Love yourself. And love others and others and others. If you have 5 girls, who cares, Enjoy them. So, that's how life is. He's my cameraman. Should have 10. Why not? Run. Don't be shy. Always out there on the field. You're a single man, so,
Yeah.
Start with 3.
Yeah.
You know, if they help you monetarily, even better. So remember to Alberto's restaurant. If you want to eat good, if you want to, you know, feel great food and feed your soul, Alberto's. I'm going to make you the best pasta there is, the best pescatore, you know, that you're going to feel so energetic that you're going to run 10 miles after you eat in my restaurant and have a great bottle of wine. So remember that if you want to have a great feeling, right?
Yes.
And I wish you one of the best. Also, what we're going to have now and on this Day of the Dead, you know? What do you predict? What do you think that it's going to be? It's going to be, you're going to have family at home, you're going to have a dinner?
I'm going to scare the neighbors as much as I can.
Scare the neighbors?
Yes, that's my favorite thing to do.
How come there's always been the old people in the old days used to say that there was, when you were a child, somebody's going to come in and scream and yell because it's a woman on the streets yelling and crying. Just to scare you or to scare when you were a child?
Well, actually, it's like a dog that barks a lot on a person's property. It scares away people. So when you're scary on your property, you scare away people.
Howling.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God.
But the other thing is we're teaching children not to be afraid to confront their fears through scary Halloweens, which is a good thing.
I'm not scared. Yeah, I've been to places that actually I enjoy this kind of extra normal deal. What do you call that?
I'm more scared at eating at fast food. That scares me.
Yeah, well, that's what we think. But paranormal.
Paranormal. Okay.
Paranormal. I like that. I like to, you know, where's she at? And where's she walking?
Yes.
You can see a shade like, ugh.
Yes.
And they go, oh, there he is. You see that, and I feel cold. Why? Don't you feel that kind of sensation?
Absolutely.
You feel cold that somebody's actually touching you?
Yes.
And there is
chills when something comes through.
That is near you. That means that they're right in front of you, and you can see that you feel cold. Oh my God! I'm putting a sweater on. But I've seen the paranormal things, and they're there. They seem to be. There's a lot of people that they don't like to be where they are at the time, and they're afraid of being in that room or being like that. If you hear noises like that, you know. But sometimes, you know, you feel that there'll be a tree or something like that.
That's right.
So there's a word to explain that. You know, I feel that I feel the same might be a cat on the outside, you know, doing something else, or a crow or something like that that lands on your roof. So many things that you can't explain.
Right.
The paranormal is right there. What do you feel about that?
It's everywhere.
Everywhere, huh?
Yes.
And it's actually a fact that that there is spirits there. They're good spirits, you know.
We're walking between worlds.
Yeah,
we're
multidimensional
people.
I feel them there, you know.
Yes.
And they're happy with us that we are talking about them because it's Halloween. And I like to hear, you know, talk to me. Huh? What do you think? Well, hold on, talk to me. But, you know, I feel that Halloween should be a special day. And don't give him food, give him some more wine. You know? So they feel even better. Give him a bottle of
happy spirits are good spirits, right?
Make him happy. Let them enjoy themselves. Again, don't be cheap. Instead of bringing the Subway sandwich, give them a nice bottle of wine, so they'll enjoy themselves.
That's right.
What do you think of that? And so many other things are happening now with Halloween is coming now. Christmas is coming.
Yes.
Which is coming so fast. Christmas, and you're going to think all these things that you have to do, giving presents. Well, society actually has invented Christmas in order for you to spend more money. But people love that. I mean, especially kids. They love to spend your money. So tell them that Santa Claus is not real there. You know? That your money is Santa Claus.
Oh, no. Santa Claus is real. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
With a beard?
No, he's fat and looks like me. I'm sorry.
I think the kids they want so much, everything, you know. I want that. Quiet, you know. Put a chain on that kid. But I mean, again, you know, I love kids, but I mean, sometimes it's enough.
That's a good
sometimes it's enough, you know. Sometimes they're all over the place. Chain that kid. Don't let him move. Thank you. You know, feed him. You know,
Stuff their face.
stuff their face. Don't let him run around the room in here. You know, that's all. I'll put him on the arrest. That'd be good. So anyway, we are enjoying a great show today. We have a wonderful show. I hope all of you people from Salinas, people from Morgan Hill, people from Napa, have learned and have enjoyed. And I have other shows that they're going to bring more and more about how do you drink your wines, where they come from, how they taste. You know, we have the great sommeliers that they're going to tell you, display to you the best wines for you. They're expensive and non-expensive wines. They're from California, wines from Spain, wines from Peru, from all over the world. We'll be able to tell you. My sommelier, which is a master of wines, and many of them, they will be here visiting Alberto's La Bella Cuccina. And of course, we have more about chefs in here, the certified chefs that I'm going to introduce to you, to my public, so they'll be able to know a lot more about food and we'll be able to cook for them. And for you too. I'm going to have all the wonderful tables so all of you can enjoy a great meal with my chefs that will be in the future. We're going to have an incredible time here in Alberto's La Bella Cuccina. And once again, I want to remind you that remember this number, 831-373-3993, and it's a lucky number. Remember that you're going to be able to make a reservation today, 373-3993, and you're going to enjoy the best meal of your life, and a good memory, and a good, beautiful basil cello that I will be giving to you if you mention this program. And if you mention my program again at the beginning, if you rather have basil cello or a glass of wine, there's no problem with us. So remember, you have a great life. God bless you. And remember, Alberto's La Bella Cuccina, you'll always be welcome to Alberto's, located in 1219 in Pacific Grove. Okay? So now, thank you again. God bless you. We'll see you more. Thank you.
I'm a sentimental sap, that's all. What's the use of trying not to fall? I have no will. You made your kill, 'cause you took advantage of me. I'm just like an apple on the bough, and you're gonna shake me down somehow. So what's the use? You cook my goose, 'cause you took advantage of me. I'm so hot and bothered that I don't know my elbow from my ear. I suffer something awful each time you go, and much worse when you're near. Here I am with all my bridges burned, just a babe in arms where you're concerned. So lock the door and call me yours, 'cause you took advantage of me. That I don't know my elbow from my ear. I suffer something awful each time you go, and much worse when you're near. Here I am with all my bridges burned, just a babe in arms where you're concerned. So lock the door and call me yours, 'cause you took advantage of me. Oh, you took advantage of me. Yeah, you took advantage